Hello, my beautiful soul family. It has been so long since I've made a video, and I really wanted to hop on today to just update you guys on life and things. And I felt really called to make this video. I think it's been about 9 months since I've made a YouTube, and I just feel super called to get on here and update. And I have so many incredible things happening in my life that I don't even know where to begin. But I know people do follow my channel. I know people do follow my story, and it means a lot to me to be a guide and a teacher. So much has happened in the past year, let alone 9 months, from traveling to love and hardship and breakups and joy and pain and all the above, and it's been beautiful. And there's so much that I'm working on. I wanted to just briefly go over everything and hopefully make separate videos for everything, but I'm really excited for just everything in my future and to share with you guys. And since the last time I came on here, I have been exploring even more plant medicine. I always spoke so highly of ayahuasca, and I finally did peyote in Mexico. I've been working with kambo and bufo and all sorts of beautiful new medicines, and it's really exciting. It's been really eye-opening for me. I'm getting back into retreats and events and hopefully running my first plant medicine retreat, as I believe in this so strongly. I have so many people coming to me, so many people guided to medicine, guided to something different, something outside of the box. And I know that I've been shown from my journeys that I do have to share this medicine with the world and with people, and especially with my practices with Reiki. I'm doing so much more Reiki this year. So many changes happening for me. I'm moving in less than a month, and I've been living in this one spot for almost 6 years. So it's just big life changes and manifestations coming to fruition. We're still currently in retrograde, and I've been really feeling it. I don't know how you guys feel, but it's been really rough for me. And I know that's because there's a rainbow at the end of the storm that's been going on. I know it's me having to let go more in life, and forever a student. Even though I consider myself a teacher, I'm forever a student. I'm forever surrendering to the process and flow. Everything that I teach in my, in Reiki and coaching and kind of has gone out the window the past few weeks for me. I've been stressed and anxious and depressed, and I'll even admit that I was struggling with suicidal ideation, which is something that I used to deal with years ago, because my world seemingly came to be crashing down on me. And my world, as in I speak of the 3D, everything that my ego clings to. I had all of my platforms hacked. My Instagram, which I got back thanks to a dear friend, spent hours hacking it back. My Facebook has been hacked for months, my fan page, and all these platforms. It's hard because I want to use them now, of course, to monetize, but I want to use them to spread my knowledge and my wisdom. So I found it really difficult when all of this was so out of my control. I got hit with some health issues that came up. I'm dealing with some legal matters, some things that I've done in my past that have kind of come back to haunt me, so to speak. Relationships breaking away. It just kind of all seemed too much to bear, and I forgot what it was like years ago when I was struggling with mental illness. Mental health is so real. Anxiety and depression and things that most people deal with, and we don't really know how to heal, which is how I began my plant medicine and my self-healing journey. Reiki, sound healing, community medicines, all this stuff that I preach every day. And I've had my friends to lean on, my soul family, the past few weeks as I've really been riding this retrograde, and this ego that I cling to, that I am this healer, I am this teacher, that I can't do wrong, and people look at me as this healed person, that I'm not allowed to look weak, I'm not allowed to be crying, I'm not allowed to be messed, because now for the past 2 years, I'm used to the one that's kind of has it all together, holds space, and is really helping my community. So for me, it was really hard to surrender to it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to have bad days. It's okay to have bad weeks. It's okay to have bad months. It's okay to fall off the horse. It's okay to fall off your eating, your diet, your exercise, your mental health. It's not okay to stay there though. And, you know, I was just, every time I just wanted to cry and let go and give up, I had my friends and spirit and someone just saying, just keep going, give it one more shot, give it one more chance. Like, you're going through hell because you're going to be so abundantly blessed that you're just going to want to do this all over again. And it's kind of how I've viewed the pain and the trauma that I've dealt with in my life, that it's like, to get to this moment of being happy, of being centered, of being whole, of being at peace, living authentically to myself and really not holding back in anything, love, money, career, friendships, how I portray myself on social media, how I portray myself in life, being myself, I would do it all again. And that's what I continually had to tell myself as I'm going through these motions and riding these waves of continually letting go of everything that we cling to and know. I've just been kind of talking to God, universe, whatever you believe in, higher power, surrendering, because that's all we can do in times when we're in pain, when we're struggling, is surrender. Pain is such a beautiful medicine. It's a beautiful teacher. We could not understand the light and the beauty and all of the joy and pleasure and deliciousness in this life if we didn't understand the complete opposite, which is evil and negativity and harm and pain and just despair and shame and all of these things that are so human to feel, but we're just told not to feel them. We're told to brush them down, and we don't want to look at ourselves. We don't want to feel shameful. We want to just blame the outer circumstances and that life is just happening to us. And why, God, why are you doing this to me? And it's never that it's being done to you. It's being done for you. And I know no one wants to hear that when they're going through hell and they're going through pain and we're looking for the out, and you can't be looking out. You have to look within. So I've been crying. I've been crying for weeks, but also I've been celebrating joys, doing all these new incredible projects, continuing to meet soul family, vibrating higher and addressing my feelings and, you know, not becoming them anymore, not staying down, not being down, and learning to set healthier boundaries for me has been a big thing of abuse for me. I have a very traumatic past of being abused by friends and partners and being put down and yelled at and belittled and just kind of a punching bag for people when they're going through something, because I just have such a sensitive heart and soul, and I see the good in everybody. I see beyond the veil. I see beyond the ego. I see souls. I see who people are at the core. And, you know, some people just could think that's a curse, and at times I do, because I have been taken advantage of. I've been abused. I am too trusting. I give my heart and I give my all. I fall in love whenever I can. And I have to realize that I need to get better with boundaries and setting that for myself and learning these lessons and these patterns, some of them that I thought that I've learned, and I just find myself continually stuck in them. And it's kind of when you're given space and time away from the situation, away from people, that really that fog lifts, that veil of what is real and what has really occurred, and what have you allowed to occur? What have you not spoken your truth about? What have you not shown up for yourself in hopes that you're not upsetting someone else and being the people pleaser and making others feel more comfortable? And that's something that I've been sitting with, of a trauma that I feel like I still have not healed, of now that I consider myself this, you know, Reiki master teacher and healer and advocate for plant medicine and guide, that there's something inside of me that I feel unworthy if I'm not saving people. And it's one of the things that, you know, I learned in my plant medicine ceremony is no one is saving you. At the end of the day, I sat with Bufo a couple weeks ago, and I'd love to make specific videos explaining my plant medicine journeys, because I know people are really interested about that, especially connecting with on a friend level of really hearing their journey, because plant medicine can be very, very scary. because it is a death. It's an ego death. It's everything that you claim to know is dying. So it can be very scary for people, which is why you do it in the care of a shaman. You do it in the care of professionals that know what they're doing, how to guide you, which is also helping me step more into my medicine woman role of wanting to guide people, wanting to help, because I believe in it so much. And I know it's a part of my mission here. But my continued message was just let go. Stop trying to save everybody. Let people have their own experience and story. And you can drill something into someone's head so many times, but at the end of the day, we're all just doing the best that we can from our own level of consciousness. And I'm just continually reminded of this. I realize now how much of an old soul I am, how much I've already done this many times. People meet me and it's, lately I just turned 31 and people keep meeting me and they're like, you look like you're 23, you're 22, 24. But then when you speak, you have all this wisdom and knowledge, and it's finally coming clear that like I'm home and I have this wisdom and knowledge to share. And it's a part of my journey to share that with people. It makes me really happy, and I've maybe been a little disillusioned. This year I was traveling a lot and exploring and getting back into art and things that I love. I've been doing art and creative modeling and getting back into singing and songwriting and all these things that I love, but also don't make me income. And I started to get into fear again of, is this possible? Can I make it? Can I do it? And listening to, friends that struggle around me of money, it always comes down to money and fear. And I've just decided for myself that I just no longer want to be around that energy. And I understand where everyone's coming from and I honor them on their journey. But I know for me that I just have to pull myself out of that, because sometimes I just get sucked into other people's energies. And that's just me being a very empathic person and being in tune and picking up on everyone and reading everyone, that I can put myself in their shoes. And that's really, really important for me to stay in my power and stay knowing what I know. And money is just energy, and anything that you're doing that you love, that you are in alignment with, the universe will provide for you. They will provide for you because you're doing what you love to do. And you're trusting yourself, and you're adding value to other people, and that is valuable in itself. And I keep wanting to maybe take like the easy route out with stuff, and I'm wondering why things aren't working out, and why am I struggling, and why am this not happening like this, and why is it not happening? And it's just surrender, and count your blessings and count all the magic in your life that's happening. Count the beautiful people around you. Count the small acts of goodness as so much richness and wealth. And that's how you create more of it. Everything is about manifestation and the power of our thoughts, but it's also about taking action with the power of our thoughts. Yes, I want to manifest abundance and wealth and all this dream life and travel the world and work on my own terms and, do all that stuff, but it's also about action. It's your thoughts and it's action. It's being that and owning it and pretending that you have it now, feeling one with that, because it's already here and now. We just can't physically see it. And that's the cool thing about plant medicine and having these outer body experiences, and why so many people are rushing to do that. Why do people drink and do things, and they want to escape their bodies and maybe smoke weed or take psychedelics? Because we know it's possible. We can access those realms. So why can't we access that on a day-to-day basis? And the reality is you can. It's all in your head. It's all in your thoughts. It's all in the power of your mind. DMT is naturally produced in our brains, and we just don't access it properly. And I have to say that you wake up in the morning, and if you wake up with a good attitude and you wake up and you tell yourself the day that you want to have and the experiences you want to have, you will see how quickly things come to you. You will see the family arrive, the blessings arrive, and we have to stop and enjoy the journey every now and again. it's funny because a year ago I manifested everything I want now, and at times I'm like, but I want more. I want more. I want the financial abundance. I want the freedom, and I want this, and I want that. And I forget to honor all the things that I already have, that I've manifested right now, and all that joy. And I think people are just so in a hurry to get to this place. And then when they get there, they want more. So we're just chasing something that's outside of ourselves. If you are happy with you and love you and are really just enjoying everything, every experience, you're not this victim of the world. You're seeing yourself in other people. You're showing up. You're honoring yourself. You're honoring your boundaries. You'll notice that life is a lot easier and more fun. And it just gets better. And every day it feels like there's a little bit of magic. Everybody you meet, there's a little spark in them. You feel connected to them in a way that you never did. And maybe that's because you're really not connected to yourself. And I think that's the journey of feeling connected back to yourself, back to source, calling yourself back home. And when you feel at home and you love yourself and you feel like you are loved, then you create that into the universe. And that's my message for today, is just continue to surrender and let go and trust in yourself. Trust in the divinity, trust in the higher power. It is within you. It is what I teach in Reiki, and how to be in your energy and how to be the star of this movie, this game. Where just the character, it's just like a video game. And that's one of the things that my Bufo experience was showing me. I felt like a little in a video game, like I was just, and all these things, I'm just like, oh man, I keep dying in the game. I keep like giving up and saying, why me? Like, why is this stuff happening to me? And you just have to keep going. You have to keep playing the game, because that's all it is. It's a game. It's you win the game when you return to love, and you see that in yourself and everybody. And that's my update for today. And I just love you all so much. And I'm sorry that it's been so long. I took a hiatus, but it was for such a divine purpose. And I'm working so hard on so many projects that I never thought I could. I'm living a dream. I really am. I had my music playing in a nightclub the other night. I have these NFTs that I'm working on now, making art, creating. I'm back to running events and retreats. I'm going to be doing Reiki more, setting up a healing space in my new home to guide people, help people, coach people on their journeys. And I'm an open book, and I love sharing my stories, because I know it's in my struggles that I'm helping so many people ascend, because I continue to ascend, and I want everyone else to ascend with me. I want for myself what I want for everyone, and that's inner peace and love and healing. And sometimes we have to let people go, and they have to grow on their own, and we have to grow on our own. And we love people, and I love so hard, and I get so hurt when I see people hurting, but we have to really just honor ourselves in those moments and allow people to heal and grow at their own pace. And that's my advice for everybody. And I love you guys. Stay well, stay tuned. I have so much more coming for you, just working on so many beautiful things. And I appreciate all of you for watching my channel and sticking with me and my story. And I love you all. Aho.